Ever since the Amazon Lord of the Rings trailer came out, fans have been cringing at what is being done to their beloved property. Now, it started before that when they revealed the crazy looking black dwarf, which didn't make any sense. It started then. We knew this was going to be a travesty. It's going to be an SJW woke fest destroying Lord of the Rings, and they're not even going to get hobbits right. That's right. They're not even going to get hobbits right because hobbits aren't going to be in the show. We'll get to why in a second. I can't believe this. I figured it out. I pieced two and two together, and I don't think anybody has broken this story yet. So stay tuned, everybody. This is about to get wild. All right, my name is John Delarose, a number one best-selling author and award-winning comic creator. If you love Lord of the Rings, if you love C.S. Lewis, stuff from the classic pulp era, you're going to absolutely enjoy my Overmind. Overmind is a science fiction epic graphic novel with a ton of action adventure in it. It's only available for the next 2 days. Hopefully, you're watching this when it is available. And we're about to hit 30,000. It's crazy. I can't believe we're actually getting this level of support. I really appreciate you guys. We know how to storytell. We're doing it right, and we appreciate people who are backing us. That link's in the description below. So thank you very much, everybody. All right, I read this article the other day, and it said the Lord of the Rings series features Harfoots, not hobbits. I found that kind of weird because hobbits kind of are the whole point of Lord of the Ring. The hobbits are the main characters. Without hobbits, you really don't have Lord of the Rings. It's kind of ridiculous. And here it is right here. But just because Rings of Power will have a strict, well planned 5 seasons doesn't mean Lord of the Rings won't be chock full of epic adventures. But the odd part is Lenny Henry plays Harfoot, Sadoc Burrows in Lord of the Rings, says Empire Magazine. We're the traditional Tolkien little guy. Notice how he's evading the word hobbit. Tolkien traditional little guy. Now, what's interesting about this is you start to think about this. Why would this happen? How could Amazon make this change? Was it just because they wanted to screw with fans? No, it's because Amazon was dumb with their contracts. And this is exactly what's happening. Um, this is a separate article from Screen Rant, Lord of the Rings Complicated Legal History with Dungeons and Dragons. If you scroll down on this and you start to look up Hobbit, you start to see here it was successfully argued that a lot of these names, which Tolkien wanted for dwarf, elf, and goblin, hobbit, etc., were removed from Dungeons and Dragons because the Tolkien estate threatened to sue Dungeons and Dragons. A lot of these names belong to the public domain, like dragon. You can't really get rid of that, and freely used by anyone. But there are three names that had to be changed because the Tolkien estate owned them. The earliest Dungeons and Dragons books featured hobbits as a playable race, while Ents and Balrogs could be fought by the player. Once the lawsuit was settled, hobbits were turned into halflings, Ents were turned into treants, Balrogs were turned into Balor. So you see, Lord of the Rings has these trademarks and copyrights on, the estate does, on these names. And so Amazon bought a portion of Lord of the Rings. Remember how they said they can't use the Silmarillion and things like that because of rights issues. Amazon bought whatever Lord of the Rings rights they had, and here's the kicker: this billion-dollar production that they're doing doesn't own the rights to the word Hobbit. That's why they're doing this. It's so stupid. This is the biggest epic fail I've ever seen in the history of TV making. You can't make a Lord of the Rings TV show without hobbits. They're not Harfoots. Once you put two and two together here, you're realizing just exactly how lazy this is, how much of an attempted cash grab this is, and how they really don't respect the fans. They don't respect Lord of the Rings whatsoever. They're just trying to make their generic woke fantasy property that's going to just be absolutely awful on every level. And it starts right here. It starts with the word Harfoot. And again, see it. Look at how it was phrased. Again, we're the traditional Tolkien little guy. They're evading that word very much on purpose, and it's absolutely ridiculous. This is probably the biggest find ever on YouTube. I can't believe this is happening, and I can't believe nobody's put two and two together yet. Somebody tell Nerdrotic, somebody tell Friday Night Tights that this is a huge, huge epic fail on the behalf of Amazon. Oh man, I can't wait to see this go viral, and I can't wait to see Amazon start to backtrack with some of this stuff because the fans are going to be laughing their asses off at Amazon's failure in contract law. All right, what do you think about this? Do you think it's self-evident that they can't use the word Hobbit? Leave a comment down below, hit that like and subscribe button. And of course, don't forget to back Overmind, which is quality storytelling in science fiction, something Amazon doesn't know about today. See you.